Fourth week, fourth win. Still 100%. Haven't lost a match yet. They put me up. Last week I got moved up to an 8. So this was my first match as an 8. I was put up against a 6. It was a 5-4 race. I won it 5-2. Just a few quick notes here, and then we'll move on to a couple of racks. By the way, these ranks up here, just to be clear, these ranks are based on number of points that you've got. So shot making came up from last week, not as high as the week before. 40 shots attempted, 34 made, 6 misses in those 6 misses in the 7 racks. And unfortunately, 2 of those misses were 9 balls that I ended up hanging in the pocket. I still need to get my consistency up on shot making. But overall, 85%, so that's up for the week. Break percent. This went up, and it went up because we used the magic rack. My opponent agreed to a magic rack, so we used that. I made balls on the break, 2 out of 3 breaks. I did not break and run any this week. Still playing a little risk averse because I'm not comfortable with my shooting, and it didn't help any that in the second game I hung the 9 ball, and then I did it again in the 4th game. So I was very, very risk averse. I did foul twice. One of them was a scratch on the break, which is what happened to that other break. And then safety effective. I was 5 for 5 on safeties. I got ball in hand on all 5 of them and got out on all 5 of them. So 5 for 5 on safeties with a win in the match for each of those, or in the game for each of those. Overall, just quick on the overall stats, still 100%, 78% on wins. That's roughly 5 out of 7. Shot percent, 83%. Still need to get that up. That needs to be above 90 for sure. Break percent 50, that's still a little low. Part of that has to do with the racks at this place that we're shooting. The racks that are at the tables, the balls don't freeze in the racks, which is why I brought the magic rack this week and asked my opponent to use it. 26% of games I have fouled. That obviously needs to come down quite a bit. 1 miss per game exactly, and I found that to be a pattern. I typically miss 1 shot per game right now. I need to bring that down. And to bring it down means that I have to do more break and runs. I've played 23 games. My safety IQ or strategy intelligence quotient continues to climb. That's not unexpected. 4 matches, still have the 1 break and run from the second week. My safeties, the effective safeties are going up. That was 48%, now it's 57%. Positive returns, that was, I think it was in the 50s, now it's up to 60%. Still climbing, so all's good and well. So those are my stats for the week. Still undefeated, which is good. Dropped a couple of games that I should not have dropped, and still improving. So all's good. So let's move on to the table and play a couple of racks. Okay, so I'm going to let these racks play in the background. Time for a self-assessment. Where do I think I stand on things? So break with the 1 on the spot and cue ball anywhere behind the line. My break's as good as anyone out there. I'd rate it A+ or into the semi-pro level. However, that is not where they're breaking. So I'm going to be working going forward on 9 on the spot, cue ball in the breaking circle. Shot making, that's my big weakness right now. I'm missing too many shots that I should make. So I would say my shot making right now is probably at a C. I'm making up for it with other parts of the game, but I definitely need to get my shot making stronger. Leaves and cue ball control, or leaves and patterns. I think I'm probably low to mid A. I need to improve those patterns to get closer on the balls. I had always been a good shot maker at distance. Distance didn't matter to me at all. Um, with my eyesight now, it does matter some. Many of the shots that I'm missing because of the distance between the cue ball and the object ball. So I need to bring those patterns or those leaves just a little closer to everything I'm shooting, just to make up for the eyesight a little bit. Um, so yeah, I give myself an A. I'm definitely not at pro level right now, but I'm definitely better than the average bear at that. Uh, kicks and Kicks and banks. I'm as good as anybody out there with kicks and banks. Even Fedor Gorst even made a comment about how good my kicking and banking game was. So safety play. I think I'm probably a B plus on safety play right now into safeties, uh, or out of safeties. I mean, and I'm probably an A minus at leaving into safeties. I think my big flaw there is that I'm overconfident on my safeties, and so I'm playing safeties that are very touch oriented, and I think that I need to look at accepting maybe safeties that aren't quite as safe, not trying to freeze to a ball, but are higher percentage to end up obstructed. Uh, and then playing out of safeties, I'm a little bit off. I'd like to refine my rails just a little bit more. Right now, I'm good to get the hit, but I'm not controlling the ball after the hit as well as I should be. Fundamentals wise, I'm pretty decent. My stroke is currently in the middle of a change, and it's good because it's a more relaxed stroke, and we'll see where that carries as we move forward. Overall, not bad, but not where I need to be.